Those look great. These tires are not exactly quiet. Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. It is a little after 9 o'clock on Thursday. It is super humid and it's going to get really hot today, so that'll be sort of not fun. But I am currently on my way to Laconia to get a basic maintenance and new tires put on old Orion, the Honda. I shouldn't call him old, he's new. I had an appointment to go yesterday, but the weather was not cooperative. It was mostly okay, but there were a bunch of times where it would just downpour. And there was some thunder and lightning around me, so not a good idea. So my tires are really bad. I still have the stock Metzeler tires on, which are street tires. And you really should change your tires sooner than you would change car tires. They don't last as long as car tires. So I have 10,899 miles on this 2023 Honda NC750X, and that's way too long for tires on a motorcycle. So don't do what I do. So I'll at least be riding home on nice new Bridgestone Battle Axe adventure tires. They're not knobbies, but they're more aggressive than these Metzlers. And I will show you a picture of my current tires, the Metzlers. I'll pop a picture down into the lower left of your screen. They're in pretty rough shape. They don't maybe look it from some angles, but the tread is really worn and uneven and just not good. So anyway, so that's the deal with the tires and the bike. In terms of me, I told you all that I finally got my social work license. Had to fight with the state of New Hampshire to prove that I actually did a portion of my clinical hours, And I successfully did that at a hearing a couple weeks ago. So I've got my license. I have been applying for jobs. I've been going on interviews. I've been having video interviews and in-person interviews. A few of the jobs so far have not worked out, but that's okay. Either I wasn't selected by the employer or I decided that the job wasn't the right fit for me. So that's what's going on. I also have taken Arizona off the table for now for various reasons. I just don't think it's a good idea for me to move out there. One of the reasons is unfortunately the heat. It's August 1st and they have not seen a below 100 degree day since at least May. I think I could adjust and deal with it, but there are other more pressing issues than the heat that give me pause to move out there. So, that is off the table for now. So I'm refocusing my energy on possibly staying in New Hampshire, maybe going to Massachusetts, even though I really don't want to have to go to Massachusetts. They are one of the most highly taxed and expensive states to live in. Oof, skunk. And I'm looking at other places. I've reapplied to Delaware. I've applied in Georgia. Basically staying around the East Coast. And that's really it for now. It's unfortunately a waiting game, as always. I'm just enjoying a hopefully nice ride over to Laconia. They said they may not be able to do everything today, which I find to be kind of weird. It's just a basic service and putting on new tires. They wanted me to leave the bike, but the only person I can really get a ride with doesn't want to travel back and forth to Laconia, which is completely understandable. So I am going to push a little bit and see if I can say, hey, my ride fell through. I need to wait for the bike, and hopefully they will get it serviced now rather than later. The helmet I currently have is a Scorpion EXO AT960, and it's a modular, and it's pretty heavy, and I also don't ever flip the chin bar up. I think I did it once when I first got the helmet, but when I stop and get off the bike, I want to take my helmet off completely and give my head a break. So I want to go back to a standard full face helmet. But the Scorpion is a little bit noisy, so I'm thinking, I'm looking at a couple different brands, a few different brands for next year. Specifically, I'm looking at Climb, Arai, Schuberth, and Shoei. But when you go to look up stuff like which one's the quietest, which one's the lightest, I mean, the lightest, you can look up the weights on the manufacturer's websites. But when it comes to quiet and you look that up, it's like you get 500 different opinions. It's super quiet, it's not super quiet. So I think quiet is subjective, I guess. But with the Scorpion, it tends to be pretty noisy, especially with the air vents open. I keep them closed when I'm recording my voice, but anyway, that's the thought. And I may even lean towards getting a carbon helmet, because I do have the camera on the front, and especially with the helmet I have right now, it weighs the front of the helmet down on a already rather heavy helmet. Modulars are noisier, not noisier, heavier than standard helmets. So like right now, the forehead part of the helmet is like right on my brows. So not something I want. I'm almost at my destination. Just a little bit longer to go. You can see I'm in Bike Week territory. All the motorcycle tire burnouts. I honestly don't know how people can afford to do burnouts. Alright guys, Orion the Honda has new rubbers. Wow, those look great. Oh, I'm so sweaty. Ooh, these ride nice. Bridgestone Battle Axe adventure tires. I think they're called A41. Been riding on the new tires for a little bit now. I had to stop and readjust one of my earplugs, and I'm gonna carry on. But these tires are not exactly quiet. It's not a huge deal because the NC750X is quiet itself, so the tires kind of have a buzzy whine, almost like I hate to say it, but almost like riding a sport bike. So it's not a big deal. They do ride nice, and I will ride on them some more and see how they sound now that my earplug isn't halfway out of my ear, and I'll check back in. overall the weather's still good. It's still hot. Of course, it's 3 in the afternoon at this point, and it's about the hottest part of the day. There are some sketchy clouds around me, so I'm not sure if I'm going to ride into something, into a storm or a rain shower or what, but I have been riding around, and these tires, these new tires definitely have a buzzy whine, but honestly, it doesn't bother me. I always wear earplugs for my hearing protection, and the Scorpion helmet that I am wearing tends to be a little bit loud with wind noise. I know no helmet is completely quiet, but nor should it be, because you need to be able to hear a little bit about what's going on around you. But there is definitely a little buzzy whine to these tires. I don't know if it's because they're brand new or, maybe it'll quiet down a little once they've been broken in a bit, or if they're just going to be louder. But bottom line is, it doesn't bother me. And it's so important to have good tires on your motorcycle, not only for your own safety and security, but for optimal performance of your motorcycle as well. So I feel a lot more secure and confident knowing that I've got good tires on the bike now. So I'm kind of looking around, just trying to see what's going on for weather around me. I need to stop and get something to drink, though. I am so thirsty. And depending on if I ride into something or not, I may have to put my cameras away and my phone, but we'll see. Oh gosh, yeah. And I definitely want a lighter, non-modular, quieter helmet. Again, I'm looking at Klim, Arai, Schuberth, and Shoei. So if you wear one of those helmets and can tell me a little bit about what you wear, leave me a comment down below. And like I said, I'm also interested in possibly getting a carbon helmet. Just for the added weight reduction. Well, let's see. Looks like I may possibly be heading into some rain, but I'm not really sure. That stuff is all rather sketchy looking. Well, it is about 20 past 4, and I am headed home from my ride. I managed to miss all the bad weather, which is good, although kind of wouldn't have minded if it rained on me to kind of cool me down, but it didn't. Seems like I kind of chased the rain out of the area. So anyway, it's been a good day overall. Ryan the Honda is happy, purring like a kitten. Despite the noise, the tires are good. And like I said, the noise doesn't bother me. And I think I'm gonna call it a day from here. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. And you can also follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Threads, which is an Instagram thing, at melissa.libby. And I will see you guys in the next video.